Hey family, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. My name is Lakenya Johnson and I am so happy to have you here. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And this is a little bit different than what you guys have seen in the past. My channel is a lifestyle, faith, and entrepreneurship channel, and my dog here, Princess Kari, is a major part of my life. A lot of decisions that I make and have made over the past nearly 10 years have revolved around her and her care. So, lifestyle, Kari is in it. Um, a little bit about Kari. She is a almost 10-year-old female Great Dane. She's a European Great Dane. Um, her coloring, if you will, she is a Harlequin Merle. She's a white dog with black and gray spots. I did purchase her from a breeder when I was stationed in Texas, and in her youth, I guess, or in her prime, she did cap out at about 160 pounds, and it was pure muscle. At this point, with her age, she's about 140 pounds. A significant difference when you consider how big she is. If you see her in person, she does look very slim and skinny, but it's due to her age. And you'll see here in a moment, she does have some issues now with her joints. Again, she is almost 10 years old. That's really old for a large breed dog, especially for a Great Dane. See her having a hard time there. I have to hold her up a lot. That is a condition called hip dysplasia, and it's them getting older. She's doing great though. You'll see that toward the end of the video. She still gets around and gallops and drags me when she sees interesting things. She's doing amazing. And I attribute that to her diet and also genetics. Um, I did purchase it from a breeder. I was a little concerned because I knew that I wanted to get a Great Dane, and I had read so many things about Great Danes, and I was worried about getting a mixed breed dog that I didn't know the history of. For my first dog, I'm happy that I went this route. But during the course of having her, I have often wanted to adopt a dog, and I didn't think I'd ever want to do that. But there are so many dogs out there that need a happy home. So I decided once I leave the army and I have more time to do things like that, I will be adopting a dog as well. But I probably will never get a Great Dane unless they are. I can see the history of them just because, like I said, the hip dysplasia is one thing. She needs her own insurance because she stays at the vet. But if you're a fur mommy, fur daddy, that doesn't bother you at all. It doesn't bother me. So with her wash, I use mane and tail. Yes, that shampoo that you see in the dollar store and Walmart. That's what we now use. Over the past 9+ years, I have used so many expensive shampoos, conditioners, stuff that was prescribed to us. And let me tell you something. All that I have learned my lesson. That dog don't need that stuff. She does not need that stuff. This mane and tail works beautifully on her fur. It's not very strong. It rinses off very well. I do rinse her for quite a while just to ensure that I get everything off because she does lick herself and I don't want any of that to get in her system. But with the first wash, I use that one to kind of loosen up her fur, loosen up any of the skin or any of the buildup underneath her fur. And then the second wash, I get more of a suds out of it, obviously because she just had a wash. And when I get ready to rinse her off, like I'm doing right now, this stuff rinses off so well. I don't have any res- I don't have any residue or any buildup left by the shampoos and all the creams and everything that they put inside of them. It's a dog, please. So I washed her in my garage because she is very large. She may not look it compared to me. I'm a tall woman, but this is a big girl. I used to put her in my bathtub, and that was fine. But once I bought my house, I was like, yeah, there's some things I'm just not going to do anymore. And one of them was cleaning out all of the fur from her baths and then hefting her up into the tub and out of the tub. Now, while Kari loves getting her baths, she does not like getting in the tub. You got to really, you need two people to put her in there and take her out of it. Not only that, she's not like a little chihuahua that you have to dry off and shake him and blow dry him real quick. She's pretty big, so I just no longer wanted to deal with the fur and the puddles and as much as the towels we had laying around. Um, it's no. Wash her in the garage. I like it. She likes it. She loves drinking out of the water hose. The neighbors like it. um, and it's really easy for us. So I tie her off to that post that you see there on the garage door. She stands there so easy. She just when it's time for her bath, Kari will walk up to that thing and let me collar her so she can get that bath. Once it's done, you see when I get done, I'll just take her off. She doesn't really go far. She's never gonna go too far from her mommy. And then that's the conclusion of her bath. So right now it's just the rinse process. Again, like I said, I make sure that I get as much of as the soap as I can off of her fur. I will kind of like grab her fur, like actually doing it right there, and squeeze and see if there's any residue coming off of her. And then I go back in again just to make sure. I clean her rear very well because it's a no. She's older. She does have accidents, so I try to make sure that I clean her butt quite literally. Um, Once that's complete and we get done rinsing her off, she knows it's done now. She knows she better come off that leash. She gets really excited. And like I said, she is almost 10 years old. And if you know Great Danes, you know that that's really old for them. And they don't really have this amount of energy at their age. But my girl got it going on. I'm going to dry her off. I use about 3 towels. That is probably the longest process because the short hair may not seem like it catches a lot of the water, but she really holds it. So yeah, you can see here she does favor her back legs. That's just again that hip dysplasia. She does correct herself, but she doesn't have much in her for long term standing or walking. So I try to move quickly when I'm doing anything with her, unless she's showing me that she's okay with it. So yeah, bath is complete. It's about time to dry her off, and then I leave her in the garage for a couple of hours. She'd be knocked after this bath, and then I let her back in the house, and we good to go for the next 2 weeks. So right now I'm gonna dry her off, and then once that's complete, I will come back and close out the video. girl? You clean? You clean? You got a bath? Right. So that is the end of her wash day. From that point on, I just try to dry her off. Like I said before, I use about 3 towels to dry her as best that I can. I get her to about 90% dry, and I let her sleep it off in the garage the rest of the way. I keep a little fan on her. It's still pretty hot out, so she hasn't gotten sick from it at all. In the wintertime, or if you want to call what we have here winter, I dry her off and I use a blow dryer to complete the process and I bring her back in the house. Um, you can see she's a really good girl. She doesn't run around. Again, she loves getting baths. And I think she knows that she's clean. So yeah, we're done. She's gonna do her little slow gallop zoomy, and then we'll just be ready for the next wash in 2 more weeks. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye. Kari, come on. Come here. Get it. Come on. Kari, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. This is why I don't. Come here. Kari, stop. You don't listen, I see. You don't like to listen. Give you an inch, take a mile. Let's go. That's what happens. You get the necklace.